Hello and welcome to another great week on the JetSet. Coming up on today's show, we're taking you down to the Chalk Creek Resort in Belize.
Then, are you like me having to get creative with your at-home workouts? Well, I've got some inspiration.
Plus, quarantine isn't all fun and games, but sometimes it's funny. We've got some of our favorite quarantine fails. All of this and more is coming up. You're watching the JetSet.
Are you ready to go?
It's time to JetSet.
We have your ticket to travel, food, and fitness.
And everything you need for an on-the-go lifestyle. It's time to plant the seeds of travel news on Here's This, powered by TravelPulse.com. As in so many instances of crisis and danger throughout human history, we may once again find ourselves relying upon our canine companions to come to our rescue, this time to quell the spread of COVID-19. Targeted research and trials are already underway in the UK to see if whether specifically trained airport sniffer dogs could detect coronavirus among travelers even before they begin to display symptoms. The collaborative team explained to CNN that respiratory diseases once contracted cause changes in body odor, and that they believe that these trained dogs' superior smellers, well, their trained dogs' superior noses, let's say, will be able to pick up on this change and then, alert the airlines to someone that may have actually contracted coronavirus.
Very interesting, and just another reason why dogs are so amazing. But it's also proven when people see dogs, it instantly relaxes them. So maybe also they could, there's something about animals relaxing people in stressful situations. So that's very interesting. It'll be interesting to see how that's implemented.
It is, because they also these dogs usually have some sort of, sign on them that says, like, don't pet, don't come close, whatever. But this is an instance where, like, I'm sure they actually want you to be closer to the dog.
I know, so interesting. So if you are at the airport and a dog comes up to you, that could be what's happening.
All right, now one of my favorite places. Las Vegas is slowly coming back to life with the reopening of hotels and casinos next week. The Venetian Resort wants to thank all the essential workers who were so instrumental in helping to fight the deadly coronavirus. As part of its Share the Love program, the Venetian is offering a free night to essential workers at its hotel, which features 2 towers on the Las Vegas Strip. The offer is good for a stay through December 29th, 2020, and if the essential worker would like to add any additional nights, they will be at the hotel's special friends and family rate. You can visit venetian.com/sharethelove for more information on the program. No secret, the Venetian is my favorite hotel on the Strip.
I was just going to say,
the Palazzo.
That is, what a wonderful idea to give back for a mini vacation, for a chance to let everyone kind of relax and let their hair down and have some fun. Our essential workers have been working so hard to keep this country running and moving and stable. So thank you, Venetian, for doing that. And Bobby and I will be there as well.
When veteran flight attendant Stephen Slater told off his startled passengers and slid down the emergency escape slide of a JetBlue airplane on a sunny summer's day at New York's JFK Airport in 2010, he said goodbye to the world as he knew it. Now, for the first time, he writes in his own words what really happened that fateful day at JFK, and he's here with us today. Everyone say hello to my friend Stephen Slater. Hi, Stephen.
Hi, Stephen.
Hi, nice to see you.
How are you?
I'm well, thanks. Getting by.
We all are during this time. We're all packing on the quarantine pounds.
Yes.
You know it.
So, Stephen, for those that may not remember, and I don't know how anyone doesn't remember, give us a little bit of insight as to what happened on that summer's day at JFK.
Well, it was a day where I was kind of pushed to my limit. My mother was really sick in California. I was having some trouble with my company. And I had a less than professional moment with a passenger with an oversized carry-on piece who got in my face and called me some profanity. And I lost my temper, and I said something that I probably am not terribly proud of, and I blew a slide, and I grabbed a beer, and I jumped out of the airplane and slid down and went home. And it kind of turned into a larger than life moment. There was a lot of press and media, and I went to jail for a minute. And when I came out, there was a lot of people talking about it. It was a very surreal experience.
That's really the whole story in a nutshell. But, for people not in the airline industry, Nikki, it has always been a flight attendant's dream to blow that emergency slide and slide down. And ever since Stephen did that, that was always what everyone thought is like, when I quit, that's what I'm going to do.
Way.
But then we all saw the fallout, unfortunately, and we were like, maybe we shouldn't go that route.
Yeah, there was definitely some fallout. It had a dark side too, and I write about that in the book. There was a moment of exhilaration, but there was definitely a high price to be paid as well. And I talk about all of that in the story.
Which I'm going to ask you about. Tell me how the book came to be.
Well, it was kind of, I never really planned to write a book. I had a lot of people ask me to do so, but it was never really anything that I entertained. It started out as really just some journal entries that I posted to Facebook. And a lot of people said, you're really onto something here and you need to compile this because it was very resonant to people. The real story began after the event on the airplane. It's really more about what happened during the 10 years following that. There was a lot of personal upheaval and some setbacks and some darkness that took place. And it's really more a story of transcendence and how I walked through some challenges. And people thought that that might be something that people needed to hear and it could be inspiring to folks. And so I started compiling it and put it into a story that could be told in book form.
And it very quickly went to the top of the Amazon bestsellers list in the aviation and travel categories. Let's not leave that out.
That was a real surprise. I was sitting in IKEA eating some Swedish meatballs and somebody texted me that had gone to #1 and I almost choked. It was really a real highlight moment in my life. I was not expecting that. I really didn't think anyone would want to read this except maybe a few close personal friends. It was really quite an honor to reach that distinction.
Well, I read the book myself, Stephen, and it's great. And I think very quickly, too, you did say that you walked through some challenges in the book. But now, today, how are you?
I'm okay. I'm doing great. I'm in San Diego now. I'm working for a hotel. I'm on furlough, like most everybody in the airline industry, with the whole travel industry. We're just kind of waiting to see what the fallout of all this is going to be. But for right now, I'm doing great. I'm enjoying life, and I'm on the other side of all of that, and I'm doing just fine. So thank you.
Well, that's great to hear, Stephen. Now, if you are interested in buying Wing Walking, you can find it on Amazon.com. It's also available in iBooks and also on Google Books. Stephen, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, Stephen.
Well, thank you so much. Great to see you both.
We've got to take one final break, but we've got more of the Jet Set coming right up.
Welcome back to the Jet Set. On this week's travel flashback, we're taking you down to the Chalk Creek Resort in Belize, where one of my favorite things, besides our butler, Candy, hi Candy, was getting up close to the animals. Take a look. The first unique hotel in Belize I stayed in was Chalk Creek Resort in Cayo. Although the property is 400 acres, it fits perfectly in the surrounding jungle. It was established in 1981, 6 years before the area got electricity. Marketing manager Roberto Harrison told me about how Mick and Lucy Fleming created this paradise. Tell me a little bit about how this got started, because we're kind of in the middle of the jungle right now. So how did this all come about?
Yeah, so it's a very, very interesting story, very inspirational story as well. We had Mr. Mick and Mrs. Lucy Fleming, who came to Belize as young backpackers, and they were in Belize City, and they met a gentleman that told them or mentioned about a plot of land, a farmland, and they came out and they fell in love. There was nothing here, literally a plot of land, and they put up a hut and they started farming here. Little by little, friends and families started, visiting, to the point where the little hut that they had constructed with the same resources from the jungle were no longer able to house everyone. And every year after that has been no grand vision, and that's the inspirational thing about it. That it was no great vision or design.
It's kind of just evolved into
Correct.
this amazing, now it's 400 acres?
That is correct.
One thing I love about Chalk Creek is how different the rooms are from each other. Some are romantic hideaways without the distractions of technology. Some are perfect to sit in the quiet and read a book, or even write one. And some are for your whole family to enjoy, with multiple bedrooms, outdoor showers, and a private infinity pool. But the best thing about Chalk Creek is the people who make you feel at home as soon as you arrive. Roberto told me that's just part of the Belizean culture.
We have, of course, cultural exchanges where you go into a village and you get to, learn to make chocolate the way the Mayans did. You get to do clay pottery. You get to learn to cook like the Maya or the Garifuna did. You get to sit on a beach and watch the Garifuna dance. The Garifuna people is probably one of my favorite cultures in Belize, not to be biased, but they have a very rich music and diversity in their culture as well.
It seems like they've really done a good job of preserving and highlighting their culture and wanting to share it with people.
Right.
Another thing I'm super impressed about Belize is how eco-friendly and environmentally conscious you guys are. I mean, even down from the little things like these reusable straws and not using plastics, and I saw tons of solar panels everywhere.
So I believe that we have a tagline here at Chalk Creek. Because we grew organically. We have a tagline that says we did not go eco, we started that way. Because in effect we did.
That's awesome.
And we built around nature. We didn't build excluding it.
You're like how we are right now. We're kind of just like
right.
in the
We're
middle
under the
of it right
rainforest
now.
canopy. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I believe that having properties as mature as Chalk Creek and others in the area as well and in the industry, we kind of formed an expectation and also a trend of being sustainable. And I believe that when people see it works and it can actually be sustainable and actually create a livelihood for many people, I think that's when the realization kicks in and says, okay, it's not just a myth. It can actually work.
It
if
can
applied.
work.
Right.
A great thing about staying at Chalk Creek Resort is that it's not only gorgeous, part of its mission is to teach people about Belizean history, culture, and of course, its native animals. They have a nature center right on property full of artifacts, and you can walk in any direction in the forest for the best bird watching. That's really cool.
Beautiful guy, huh?
It's nice to see them in their natural habitat. Just
Perfect. See them?
whoa!
They're just flying. All right, good enough. So these looks like American redstarts. That is right. So we do have American redstarts up top. Once again, a migrating species to the country of Belize.
Look how fast they
Oh
are.
yes, they're very fast.
Do you have a favorite?
favorite? That's a difficult question.
No, there's so many beautiful.
Yeah, there's so many beautiful bird species within the country of Belize that I cannot even choose a favorite bird.
Oh my God. Look
All
at
right,
all
welcome to Butterfly Paradise. We've got all these colorful beauties that we have inside here.
Look at that one right there. The blue is so beautiful.
Iridescent, right?
Yes.
That is the blue morpho. Bam, look at that beautiful color.
It's so beautiful.
All right, so the wing basically is made out of thousands of microscopic scales, which allows for the butterfly to be waterproof, butterflies don't get wet, and also to balance themselves whilst in flight. They would feed off nectar of flowers, certain saps of trees, nectar of fruits, human and animal sweat likewise. So at times you find them being attracted to you. They don't want to bite you or anything, they're just getting some of that sweat that they have on you, all right? Butterflies has a very short lifespan.
Oh, like how long?
How long do you think?
A few months?
It would be really nice to live for a few months.
Really?
14 to 21 days.
That's it?
That's it. I mean, very unfortunate. It takes us 3.5 months to get them to emerge. And we'll enjoy them for 2 to 3 weeks.
And then we visited my favorite, the Butterfly Nursery. No way, those are eggs.
Look at them.
Oh my gosh.
These are all butterfly eggs. And based on our research, we've learned that a blue morpho butterfly has a potential of laying approximately 10 eggs every single day. This is just emerging. Look at this one here. See? That's just emerging.
Oh
You
my
should get
gosh,
that.
look,
That's a
it's
good one to
happening
get.
right now.
Look at it.
Oh my God, I
Happening,
can't
happening.
believe we're watching it right now happen.
Look at it. It's just
That's so cool.
We've got to take a quick break, but when we come back, Nikki plays with some farm animals. Why? You'll have to stay tuned to find out.
Being stuck inside can make you get creative with your workouts, much like when we are traveling. I thought that makes this the perfect time to revisit one of the cutest ways to work out. That's right, we're looking back at my trip to Indiana for goat yoga.
So I've heard about the goat yoga, and I heard that we're going to do kind of farm animal yoga this morning. So tell me how you guys paired up together, because I'm so excited to do this.
Sure. So we noticed that kind of out west, California, Oregon, this was huge, goat yoga. So we contacted Tagalong Farms and Joan and decided, let's try this in Indiana and see what we can do. And she was receptive, and there you have it. And it's been very exciting.
We've had dairy goats for over 40 years and been known as Tagalong Farms. And we noticed that a lot of people were, in the dairy goat world, were making their own natural products, soaps and lotions. So we decided to give it a try.
That's wonderful.
And so we've been very successful. So then we decided to open a boutique so that we could offer it, you know, here in Franklin to everyone.
Inhale. Exhale, reach your left hand over. Open up your hips. Okay. Think about you're kicking something again. Kick something. Okay, ready? Inhale, reach your right foot up. Right leg up. Okay, kick. Kick. Think about you're a donkey. Keep kicking. Inhale. Exhale, come back. Back to center. How can I get there? Well, just find your way there. Downward dog. Perfect.
We, myself and Chaya Bush, are owners of Studio U Yoga, and we've been in business about 4 years, so we're in the Greenwood area, and just decided, boy, it'd be a lot of fun to do goat yoga.
That's
then we
wonderful.
extended it to farm yoga and met Joan, and the rest is history. So, yeah.
So we have, I think we have a pig, maybe some rabbits and some kitties and some goats, and everyone can kind of just go at their own pace and do their own yoga while all the animals are kind of interacting with them, maybe climbing on them.
It's very therapeutic for them. They, you know, yoga's therapeutic anyways, but you throw the animals in there and people just love it. It's absolutely a lot of fun.
If you'd like to reward your dad for the love and support he gives you throughout the year, you're in luck. David Gray, BehindTheBuy.com senior editor, partnered with world-leading manufacturers to bring us Father's Day gift ideas that'll keep giving long after they're opened. Hi, David.
Samsung's new Galaxy Book S will provide Pop with unprecedented productivity by blending the PC and smartphone experience. So he's got the freedom to work on anything from anywhere. It's ultra thin and light at just over 2 pounds and is supported by multi-workday battery, LTE connection, so Dad can work anywhere without plugging in. The Galaxy Book S's features keep giving, from the beautiful multi-touch display screen, lag-free Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 CX compute platform, and ear-catching AKG speakers. Find it at Samsung.com and select carriers starting under $1,000. WeatherTech, the leading manufacturer of American-made automotive accessories, recommends Cup Phone, a convenient, hands-free in-vehicle phone solution, as a perfect gift to keep your dad safe. 5 optional bases enable it to fit most vehicles, and it tilts for optimal viewing while your phone charges. 2 sizes accommodate regular and oversized phones with their cases. These optional silver billet aluminum knobs are available to dress it up. And check out the desk phone for hands-free phone use at home or at the office. The tripod design and anti-skid feet provide stability. It's also available in 2 sizes and color options. Visit WeatherTech.com. Save your dad money by gifting him Emerson Sensi Touch Smart Thermostat. It's the first smart thermostat to receive the 2020 Energy Star Partner of the Year award, thanks to its flexible scheduling, remote access, and geofencing via a touchscreen tap or on your smartphone, saving Dad about 23% on home energy. And it's compatible with most smart home platforms and has been recognized Best Smart Thermostat 4 years running by USA Today's Review.com. Save up to $125 with rebates from your local utility company. Learn more at Sensi.Emerson.com. If Dad likes to get his game on, he'll love the officially licensed Sandisk memory card for the Nintendo Switch and Nintendo Switch Lite. With options providing up to 256 gigs of dependable storage, Dad can save all his favorite games on a single card. That means never having to carry, store, or worry about losing game cards again. A high-performance transfer rate ensures games load fast, and it's also backed by a lifetime limited warranty, so Dad's games will always have a dependable space to call home. BF Goodrich invented the all-terrain tire category, which makes them perfect for Dad's truck, Jeep, or SUV. The KO2 is their toughest all-terrain tire yet. It's ideal for smooth on-road performance and off-road driving too. The KO2 has Baja Champion written on it because they were used to win the famous Baja 1000 off-road race. That's in addition to its severe snow designation. Defect coverage is included for the life of the original usable tread or 6 years from purchase. Also, if Dad's a tradesman, BF Goodrich has his back with their tradesman support program. Visit bfgoodrichtires.com.
Thanks, David.
We've got to take one final break, but we've got some of our favorite quarantine fails coming up. We've all had to try some new things while stuck at home during quarantine, and not every new endeavor goes according to plan. So this week we're going to close the show with our top quarantine fails. First up, we've all had to figure out what to do with our hair. But Nikki, have you ever cut your own bangs?
Yes.
Well, this person decided to give it a try with less than amazing results.
What is she doing?
So is this how you cut your bangs, Nikki?
Oh, no.
No.
Let's see how it works out.
No. Oh, no.
Oh, did you see her face? She was like, oh, no.
She's like, this didn't work the way I thought it was going to. Okay, now another thing many people have been doing is taking advantage of their time at home to do a home improvement project. The results have been mixed, and here's just one example.
Yeah.
All right, so in this example on the left-hand side of your screen, you're looking at a woman that was trying to cut a hole in the door so that her cat can get in and out. But then when she went to go put the door back upright, she realized the cat door is on the top of the door, not the bottom.
Oh, man. I mean, she had the right intentions.
Yeah. All right, and of course, working from home has its challenges. For one person, the simple job of printing ended up with him losing a fight with his printer. Oh, no. Wow. That was a real battle. Well, that's all for this week, everyone. Thank you for watching. Stay safe, and we'll see you next week.